And welcome, everyone, to James Donaldson Park here on Championship Sunday. Garrow Von Dane welcoming you here to beautiful Grand Forks, British Columbia on a cloudy, breezy afternoon here in southern British Columbia. The Goldpanners set to take on the Northwest Honkers in the second semifinal game of the day. Earlier today, the Seattle Studs outlasted the Seattle Blackfins by a final score of 15-7. The 8-run rule ended that game in the 8th, and so the Studs hang on to defeat the Blackfins 15-7. The Studs are in the championship game that is scheduled for 3 p.m. today, but that, of course, depends on how long this game goes. The Goldpanners and Northwest Honkers, and today in the semifinals, the Goldpanners will start a brand new arm. It's Colt McKibben. McKibben was scheduled to start in the game 2 days ago, but a rain delay forced the Panners to make a change after McKibben was already hot and then had to sit for a while. So now McKibben will make his debut tonight. Not expected to go deep into this game, coming off Tommy John surgery. So McKibben will start maybe an inning, possibly 2. We will see. That is yet to be determined by head coach Carlos Gonzalez and, of course, the pitching coach Brett Latchman. So the Panners are on the field as the home team, and the Northwest Honkers will bat first. And leading off for the Honkers will be Bryce Moser, the center fielder, followed by Isaiah Pruitt and Alex Chamberlain. It is 6 minutes past 12 local time here in Grand Forks, British Columbia, and the first pitch from McKibben is fouled off behind home plate. Again, the Goldpanners, the home team. They are on the third base dugout. The Honkers on the first base side in their fluorescent lime green jerseys and the white pants. The Goldpanners in the red tops that say Alaska across the front and the red caps with the star and 49. Alaska on the field and the Honkers batting first here. It is a ball and a strike now. McKibben to Bryce Moser, and that one's a breaking ball in the dirt. And it'll be 2 balls and a strike. Oh, no, did he swing at that? The scoreboard. McKibben gets ready. The left-hander for the Goldpanners out of Cartersville, Georgia. Plays at Lee University, but did not play this year, coming off Tommy John, as I mentioned earlier. But very impressive numbers in 2025. That one is fouled back. In 2025 at Lee University, McKibben at 2.86 earned run average, over 34 2/3. He was 4-0, struck out 28 and walked 15. And the 2-2 pitch gets a swing and a miss, and he strikes out Moser for the first out of the game. Impressive so far from the left-hander, Colt McKibben. Takes care of Moser, brings up Pruitt. I mentioned Chamberlain was batting third. Jordan Singleton, the cleanup hitter, is the designated hitter today. Gets a break from catching. He's been catching this whole tournament. Jason Franzel will bat fifth. Cam Padron, longtime honker, in the 6th spot. Here's a swing and a miss from Pruitt. 7-8-9 for the Northwest Honkers. Josh Parks, Seamus Brown, and Luke Alton. Looks like the Honkers added some players to their roster in the last couple days. They brought a pitcher in to throw yesterday in their quarterfinal matchup. The Honkers defeating Grand Forks in the final game of the night last night. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. McKibben blows it by Pruitt. Impressive start for McKibben. Back-to-back strikeouts, and now Alex Chamberlain. It's always a question of who's left to pitch when you get to Championship Sunday here in Grand Forks. Panners using an arm that is finally throwing for the first time this summer here in the semifinal game, but not expected to go deep in this game, as I mentioned. And we will see what the Honkers have in the tank, as this one is hit hard to left. This ball is carrying back, and it's off the fence in left field, off the bat of Alex Chamberlain, and he jogs into second base with a stand-up double. Chamberlain almost leaving the yard with the double off the left field fence. It's breezy today, and it's blowing out towards left. Here's Jordan Singleton, a veteran catcher for the Honkers in the DH role here in the semifinal game. A left-handed hitter against the southpaw, Colt McKibben, with 2 outs. And Singleton takes a strike. The Northwest Honkers out of the Pacific International League, a big PIL feel here in the semifinal rounds, with the Studs defeating the Blackfins earlier today. And the Honkers here taking on the Goldpanners. The Honkers last night had a big lead, and Grand Forks came battling back to make it a close one before the Honkers put them away late. Just not any pitching left for Grand Forks. That one is slapped out of play by Singleton. It's 0-2 here, runner at second in the top of the first. The Goldpanners hoping to win this game and advance to this afternoon's championship against the Seattle Studs. And now the 0-2 pitch from McKibben. And it's up high for a ball. Defensively for the Goldpanners today, catching is Noah Brooks, Charlie Kalbrenner at first, Dario Freschi the second baseman, J.R. Bedford at short, and Caleb DeRozier at third base. Here's the 1-2 from McKibben. And he bounces one back to the mound. McKibben will take it, underhand toss to first for the final out. No damage done on the 2-out double. The 1-3 ground out ends the top of the first. Good work for Colt McKibben for the Goldpanners. We've played half an inning. Panners coming to bat. No score in Grand Forks. Goldpanners bat here in the bottom of the first inning. It's the second semifinal game of the day. The Studs defeating the Seattle Blackfins, and Dario Freschi takes the first pitch and drives it into right center field for a base hit. Freschi on top of that opening pitch from the right-hander Alex Combs. And the leadoff runner aboard for Fairbanks. Freschi singles, brings up Caleb DeRozier. And then Charlie Kalbrenner. Eric Ruiz in the DH spot will bat cleanup. Noah Brooks fifth. Troy Morrow in the sixth spot. Michael Ryan in the seventh. Oh, close play at first on the toss at first base. Michael Ryan batting seventh. Ryan Ruck in the eighth spot. And J.R. Bedford batting ninth. And the Honkers throwing the 6-foot right-hander Alex Combs. And he drops one in for a strike. No score, bottom of the first inning. A 2-out double for the Honkers But a ground out ended the inning, and this one is driven high into left field. This ball is carrying back, and it is gone. Caleb DeRozier with a 2-out home run over the left field fence, and the Goldpanners strike first. It's 2-0 Fairbanks here in the first inning. Caleb DeRozier gets just enough of it to clear the fence and left. And the Panners jump on top of the Honkers. 2-0. Brings up Charlie Kalbrenner. And just like that, the Panners take the lead here on the Honks. The Panners pretty well set up in terms of pitching should they play 2 games today. But you still got to perform, right? No matter how well you're set up. Caleb DeRozier with his second home run of the season. Two nothing Goldpanners, and still nobody out here in the first. Alex Combs on the hill for the Honkers. Let's see what he can do here with Kalbrenner on a 1-2 pitch. That one is grounded foul past Cam Padron. Padron, the first baseman for the Honkers. He has been with this program virtually for their entirety. 14 years, is that right? Honkers are managed by Martin Lawrence. Pitching coach Eric Bloyd. Three balls and 2 strikes now on Kalbrenner with Ruiz on deck. Activity in the Goldpanner bullpen. Don't expect McKibben may or may not return for one more inning, but and that one is downstairs for ball 4. The first 3 batters have reached safely here in the first inning. As pitching coach Eric Bloyd looks on from in front of the Honkers dugout. Eric pitched yesterday for the Honkers. Manager Martin Lawrence has himself listed as a potential pitcher as well on the lineup card. The Seattle Studs earlier today had a big lead on the Blackfins, and then the Blackfins came roaring back before the Studs put it away in the 8th inning by way of the run rule. But it cost the Studs another arm or 2 that they had to use unexpectedly. They thought they were going to cruise to victory. Championship game scheduled for 3 p.m. They'll throw to first. Kalbrenner's back safely. Ruiz the batter. Eric Ruiz for the Goldpanners. The freshman from Cal Baptist, California native. Batting .275 this year with 3 home runs. The Panners, and this one is grounded left side and through for a base hit. Ruiz singles to left, 2 aboard, and still nobody out here in the first. That'll bring up Noah Brooks. Goldpanner catcher. Batting .350 this summer. The Panners have really erupted offensively here in Grand Forks. And that ball is smashed to left down the line, and it bounces off the wall and left. Coming around third is Kalbrenner. He will score. They're going to wave Ruiz, too. He flies in, and he is tagged out at the plate on a perfect throw and tag. So Ruiz is thrown out for the first out of the inning, but the Panners take a 3-0 lead on the Brooks double to left. He winds up at third on the throw home. So aggressively there. You don't usually see that from third base coach Marvin Flores, but wanted to put the pressure on the Honkers, and it took a perfect throw to nail Ruiz at the plate. 3-0 Goldpanners, and now 1 out for Troy Morrow. Morrow 1 for 3 against the Slag Dusters a couple of nights ago, and he drives this one to center field. It is waffle deep out there, and it bounces in front of the 430 mark and hops over the fence. So it could have been a triple, but instead Morrow will have to stay at second base, but it drives in another Goldpanner run. It is 430 to dead center, and that ball bounced in front of the fence and hopped over it. So probably about a 420-foot double from Troy Morrow. Anywhere else in the park, and it's easily gone. But the Panners, bats are alive here in the first inning. It is 4-0 Fairbanks. There is nobody throwing in the Honkers bullpen as they are in some trouble here in the first. Here's Michael Ryan. Starting pitcher Alex Combs has not recorded an out. All 6 batters have reached safely to open up this ballgame. And the Panners hitting the ball hard. Strike called on Michael Ryan. This one is popped up right side playable for the first baseman Padron in foul territory, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Here in the first inning, brings up Ryan Ruck in the 8th spot. Now, 4 games yesterday. The Honkers just had to play 1 game last night, and they defeated the Grand Forks Slag Dusters. The Slag Dusters beat Burnaby early in the day and then had to play the Honkers at night. The Black Finns defeated Calgary in the morning game yesterday to eliminate the Diamondbacks, and then the Finns beat the Everett Merchants 5-2. The Black Finns won 2 games yesterday to earn a trip into the semifinals today, but just didn't have enough pitching left for the Seattle Studs. A lot of runs in that game. Final was 15-7. The Studs await the champion of this game. Strike is called on Ruck. Junior from Point Loma, San Diego native. .324 hitter this summer with 1 home run. And he drives this one to right for a base hit. And waved around third is Morrow. He comes in to score. And now trying for 2, and the throw goes into center field. So he'll get up and head to third, Will Ruck, and he will get there safely. Oh, they had him at second base, but the throw from the catcher, Brown, missed the target and went into center field. And Ruck winds all the way over at third on a single to right. 5-0 Goldpanners. A huge first inning as they jump all over the Honkers as the wind picks up here in Grand Forks. You can hear it blowing through the trees all around James Donaldson Park. And the right-hander gets a swing and a miss. And again, there's nobody throwing in the Honks bullpen. They're going to have to get as many innings as they can out of Alex Combs. And we got a long way to go in this one. Just the first inning. J.R. Bedford pops this one back. And Bedford's gotten the bat going here lately. 2 for his last 4. This one is grounded third base side and up and throwing in the dirt, though, and it gets past Padron, and another run scores. Just kind of a lazy throw from Chamberlain, and skips it to first. And Padron unable to scoop it out of the dirt, and another Goldpanner run scores. It is 6-0 Fairbanks. And E5, and Bedford winds up at second base. The Panners bat around, and now Dario Freschi bats for the second time in the inning. Freschi took the first pitch he saw and drove it to right center for a base hit. Six nothing Goldpanners in the first. The Studs jumped all over the Blackfins early in that game this morning. Freschi takes one down low. And a tough start to this game for the Northwest Honkers. Really needed everything to go right to survive this game, and it's called strike three. So the first inning finally comes to a close, but the Goldpanners score 6 runs on 6 base hits, including a home run and 2 doubles. All Panners after one, 6-0. Second inning here from Grand Forks, British Columbia. It's the second semifinal matchup of the day. The Seattle Studs eliminating the Blackfins this morning, and now the Goldpanners on top 6-0 over the Northwest Honkers as we start inning number 2. Jason Franzel will lead off for the Honkers, a new pitcher for the Goldpanners. So as we suspected, Colt McKibben just 1 inning of work. Even if they thought he might pitch 2, that choice probably went by the wayside after a long bottom of the first. Goldpanners sending 10 batters to the plate. And now it's Evan Solis, number 30. Evan Solis, the junior from Siena out of Sparta, New Jersey. 6'1", right-handed pitcher for the Goldpanners. Again, the Panners wearing their red tops today. Honkers in their fluorescent lime green jerseys. And the 2-ball pitch from Solis to Franzel. It's popped up right side. Should be playable for Freschi or Kalbrenner, and it's Kalbrenner who makes the catch. The outfield for the Goldpanners today, Ruck in left, Morrow in center, and Ryan in right. Franzel the first out here in the second inning. So just 1 inning of work for Colton McKibben. One scoreless inning, one hit. He surrendered a 2-out double, but got a couple of strikeouts and did not give up a run. And got his feet wet here in Grand Forks. And this one is chopped right back to Solly. He just kind of reaches up with a glove to try and knock it down, but unable to make the play. So the runner safe at first base as Cam Padron gets in safely. And one out base runner for the Hawkers in a 6-0 game. Goldpanners in front here in the second. Here's Josh Parks. So the numbers for Evan Solly's, this is his 7th appearance. He has thrown 12 innings, allowed 5 earned runs on 10 base hits. Solly's has struck out 12 and walked 6. Now, we've been pretty fortunate with the weather. Just a little bit of rain yesterday, pausing the action. It was supposed to rain all weekend. It said 85 to 95% chance of rain. The Panner game on Friday was delayed about an hour with rain. But since that, it's been pretty good. And the forecast shows no rain here until tonight. So hopefully everything will go smooth today. Solly's working with 2 balls and no strikes to Josh Parks, the right fielder for the Hunkers. That one slapped out of play. Hawkers, who play in the Seattle, Washington area. Much like a few of these PIL teams here, the Blackfins. Blackfins based out of Shoreline. And the Studs play their home games at University of Puget Sound in Tacoma, Washington. And that one has popped up and out of play. A lot of the fans here have been talking for days about the potential of a Studs Goldpanners final. Neither team has lost in the tournament. The 2-2 from Solly's to Parks. And that one is grounded fouls. Martin Lawrence tries to make a play. Martin this year sporting the dreadlocks. Changing things up. And somehow managing to coach this team through this tournament with the wife and 4 kids here. 4 little ones for Martin Lawrence in tow. Swing and a miss. Parks down on strikes. 2 down here in the second inning brings up Seamus Brown. There is the mercy rule in effect for all games except the championship game. And that rule is if you are leading by 8 runs or more after 7 innings. The Studs run ruled the Blackfins in 8 innings earlier today. Strike called on catcher Seamus Brown. A left-handed hitter for the Hawkers against the righty Evan Solly's. Goldpanner pitching has been nothing short of marvelous here in Grand Forks. And that one is down and in and kicks off of the catcher Brooks, and jogging to second base is Cam Padron on the wild pitch. Seamus Brown with the ball and a strike. Goldpanner pitching. Coming into this game, 25 innings pitched in Grand Forks. 1 earned run and 2 runs total allowed. over those 25 innings, just 13 hits. That one is smashed foul. Both of those runs came in the opening game against the Everett Merchants. An earned run was allowed in the 3rd inning. An unearned run came in the 7th inning. And no one has scored since. Panners shut out Calgary 3-0 and then beat the Slag Dusters 10-0. Those are the first 2 shutouts of the season for the Goldpanners. That ball is hit high into right center field, and it'll be called by Ryan, who makes the catch for the final out. Another 2 scoreless innings for the Goldpanners here today. The Panners leading 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Goldpanners leading 6-0 here in the 2nd semifinal game of the day at the 42nd annual Grand Forks International. The Goldpanners trying to defend their 2025 championship and could be headed for another clash with the Seattle Studs if they can take out these honkers here this afternoon. Off to a good start, but a long way to go. Nothing in the bag yet. So the Panners bat here in the bottom of the 2nd. Panners batted 10 batters in the 1st inning. Scored 6 runs, a 2-run home run for Caleb DeRozier, RBI doubles for Brooks and Morrow. And now DeRozier leads off this 2nd inning against Alex Combs, who struggled in that 1st inning. Panners were barreling everything off of Combs. And here's the 1-2. That one's fouled right back at us here. It's double chain link fence behind home plate and shielding us from those foul balls here in the bunker. The 1-2 pitch from Combs to DeRozier is down and away for ball 2. Caleb will be a freshman at UC Irvine, 6'4", 200-pound right-handed hitter from Pasadena, California. And he hits this one high into right center, and this one is off the fence in right field. And jogging into second base is DeRozier. And then the ball gets away, but now DeRozier caught up between 2nd and 3rd, but he slides back in safely. Ahead of the tag, so DeRozier almost caught between 2nd and 3rd, but able to get back in time. And Caleb hitting one off that high fence in right center. A home run and now a double. And that brings up Charlie Kalbrenner. Alex Combs struggled in the first, but the Hunkers just don't have pitching left. So nobody even sniffed the bullpen. It's up to Alex Combs to go as deep as he can into this game for the Hunkers. Here's Charlie Kalbrenner, the left-handed hitter against the righty Combs. Kalbrenner takes one low and in the dirt, and now the runner's going to take off for third, and unable to pick it up on the initial effort was with the catcher Brown, and if he's able to pick it up clean, the runner is out easily. But he missed on the first try, and the second time was just a hair too late. Here's the 1-1. And that ball is crushed to right center. That ball is carrying, and it is gone. A 2-run home run for Checky Kalbrenner. The second Goldpanner home run of the day, and it's 8-0 Fairbanks on top of the Hunkers. That ball was crushed to right center. It was just to the left of that high fence in right, and that's why I was able to clear it. Wow, the Panners erupting on the Hunkers here early. 8-0, and there's nobody out here in the second. Here's Eric Ruiz. Swings and misses. Everybody hitting the ball hard today. Off of the starting pitcher, Alex Combs. And now the Hunkers know they've got a big, difficult hill to climb. Now the bullpen up and working for the Hunkers. And it's inside for ball one. 1-2 here on Eric Ruiz, who singled his first time up. Panners have won this tournament twice. It just started coming in 2016. And here's a ground ball to short and the throw to first in time to get Ruiz. First out of the inning brings up Noah Brooks. Panners started coming here in 2016. There was no tournament for consecutive years around 2020 because one year was the pandemic year, and another year the rivers flooded all of Grand Forks and seriously damaged the field here in this ballpark, so they were unable to get it into playing condition for the tournament. So two big economic losses, too, for the Grand Forks area those years. Base hit to left. Noah Brooks with his second hit of the game. The Goldpanners with 9 hits already, 4 for extra bases, and we are in the bottom of the second inning. This brings up Troy Morrow. Really impressive what the Panners have done here in Grand Forks so far. Talked about the pitching numbers. And what that pitching staff has been able to do, but the offense has been electric as well. The Calgary game was the lowest scoring game, a 3-0 Panner win. But the Panners have now scored 30 runs in a little over 3 games. 17 was the first year we were here. So 2017, John Lorkey correcting me there, was the first time here. That was the Dave Nakama year when he was the head coach. Yeah, just one season as the head coach, and then took an assistant job at University of Washington, so had to depart. Mike Lopez was the pitching coach that year. He's the pitching coach at New Mexico now. Mike, the son of Andy Lopez, who had a Hall of Fame career at Arizona and Florida and Pepperdine. Alex Vesia was on that pitching staff. Now with the Dodgers, of course, in the bullpen. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and it's ball 4. Troy Morrow draws the base on balls. 2 on for the Goldpanners. And again, Alex Combs has recorded very few outs so far. He got a pop-up in the first and a strikeout, and he has 1 ground out here in the second. But the Honkers have somebody throwing in the pen, and here's a drive behind second base, throw to second, and try to double off the runner, but alertly getting back to the bag was Brooks. And a nice play by the Honker shortstop Franzel to catch that liner behind second base. Ryan is out number 2, and that brings up Ryan Ruck. Ruck singled and scored in the first inning. Panners 2 more runs here in the second on the 2-run home run for Kalbrenner after the double by DeRozier. This one is chopped foul. 8-0 Fairbanks here in the second inning. The winner takes on the Seattle Studs. 3 p.m. start. That ball is hit right up the middle and past the shortstop Franzel. Coming around third is Brooks. He will score. And now they're going to wave Morrow around, and Morrow will score. 10-0 Goldpanners. In a strange play there, Franzel just missed the ball. And the error brings in 2 more Goldpanner runs. Wow. Honkers not having their best day so far. Here's J.R. Bedford. And Combs struggling on the mound, obviously, but each time he needs a little help, there have been some miscues behind him. Now Honkers trailing by 10 here in the second inning. And it's down and away. J.R. Bedford will be at University of San Francisco this upcoming season. He reached on an error in the first. Swings and misses for strike 2. 2 outs here in the second inning. A runner at second and a 2-2 count on J.R. Bedford. Combs gets a swing and a miss for the final out, but the Panners add 4 runs here in the second. It is 10-0 Goldpanners after 2. Goldpanners and Northwest Honkers here in the second semifinal matchup of the day here at James Donaldson Park in beautiful Grand Forks, British Columbia. Garrow Von Dane with you live, PannerVision audio only style all week. We'll get back to you in video format in Fairbanks on July 2nd when the Goldpanners host the San Diego Stars. Stars coming to town for a series. It's been a minute since those boys have been to Fairbanks. Last time they came, Mickey Deutschman was still leading the club. And here's the 1-1 pitch from Solly's, and it's grounded to the right side and bobbled and dropped by the first baseman, Kalbrenner. So a little break here for the Honkers as the number 9 hitter, Luke Alton, reaches on the error. That'll bring up Bryce Moser, a strikeout victim in the first inning. That was against starting pitcher Colt McKibben. And now Evan Solly's pitched a clean second and now works here in the top of the third inning. And now will face the top of the order, Moser and then Isaiah Pruitt. Leadoff runner aboard for the Honkers. And that one's fouled off towards the Honkers dugout. So this is the 8th time the Goldpanners have competed here in Grand Forks, as this one is hit high into right field, and coming in to make the catches, Michael Ryan for out number 1. And the Panners trying to win their third GFI title. Had some teams in recent years that felt they should have won with, but you know, you never know here at this tournament. From day to day, and there's been some good competition here. And this one is popped up into shallow center field. Racing in is Morrow. Bedford going out, makes the catch, turns to throw to first, and almost had the runner doubled off. Bedford, a great play in shallow center field, and brings up Chamberlain with now 2 down. This tournament started back on Monday with a 14-3 Diamondbacks win over the Slag Dusters. Both of those teams eliminated yesterday. Canadian team hasn't won since 2014. Back then it was the Burnaby Bulldogs. That one's thrown to the backstop, so over to second base goes Alton. Evan Solly's trying to pitch out of this third inning and preserve this 10-0 lead. The right-hander Solly's with the 1-0. Looks at the runner at second and throws high. Long look at the signs from Solly's. And now he readies. The wind continues to blow out towards left under cloudy skies in Grand Forks. Gets a swing and a miss. Cleanup hitter Jordan Singleton is on deck. Two and one here with a runner at second base. Drops the breaking ball in for a strike. And it's 2-2. Leadoff base runner, courtesy of an error, went to second on a wild pitch. 2 pop-ups here in the inning. It's 2-2 now with 2 down to Alex Chamberlain, the Honkers second baseman. Solly's gets this pop-up, but it goes foul out of play. A decent crowd here for this semifinal game. A lot of people just waiting for the championship this afternoon. Final day here of the GFI in Grand Forks. And here's the 2-2. Swung on and popped out of play. Just 8 teams competing this year. 2 had to drop out late. The travel costs with fuel prices and such just became too prohibitive. But hopefully be back to 10 teams next year, maybe more, who knows. The 2-2 pitch to Chamberlain. Ooh, very close. That's the voice of pitching coach Brett Latchman you hear. Yelling out from the Panner dugout. Encouraging the right-hander Solis. And here's the 3-2. Another long look at the signs here. As Solis finally readies to deal the payoff pitch. Runner at second, 2 down. And Solis' pitch just off the plate, but reaching out to protect was Chamberlain and fouls it out of play. Appeared to see the signal that the Honkers will go to a different pitcher. In the bottom of the third, Combs has thrown a ton of pitches through 2 innings. He's already gone twice through the Goldpanner batting order. Another payoff pitch coming from Solis. And it's lined to third, right into the glove of DeRozier. Didn't even have to move. That's it for the Honks. Here in the top of the third, it's 10-0 Goldpanners.
Starting the bottom of the third inning for the Alaska Goldpanners.
There you hear it. Dario Freschi leads off and slaps this one to left, and this one is going back, and it's over the head of the left fielder Pruitt. So Freschi will fly to second base with a double. And what a start for Freschi. A couple hits already in the game, and jumping on that first pitch again here in the third against the new pitcher now for the Northwest Honkers. It's number 11, Dominic Hecker. Dominic Hecker the new pitcher for the Honkers, and is greeted by a base hit to deep left off the bat of Dario Freschi. And that brings up Caleb DeRozier, who's 2 for 2 with a home run and a double so far. This wind still blowing pretty good out to left as that wild pitch is spiked in the dirt. And that allows Freschi to go to third base. Ball, no strikes to Caleb DeRozier. 10-0 Goldpanner lead here in the bottom of the third. Yep, that's right. If you joined us late, you missed a bunch. And shame on you for not being on time. Goldpanner scoring 6 runs in the first inning, 4 runs in the second. There have been 2 home runs, DeRozier and Kalbrenner. The 2-0 is lined to right. It's carrying. Will it stay fair? And the ball goes into the corner out of our view. Into second base goes a runner. Time is called. And what is the call here? Looks like everybody's confused. Are they saying it's a foul ball now? Now, the ball goes out of our sight when it goes into that right field corner down the line, disappears behind the blue monsters. So couldn't tell from here, but there's not a lot of room in foul territory out there for a ball to be foul. But that is the call. So DeRozier stands back in. And here's the 2-1. And it's skipped, but good job by Brown to just block that baseball and keep another runner from coming in. Honkers just surviving right now, trailing 10-0. And it's ball 4. Well, DeRozier ends up walking. And here's Charlie Kalbrenner, who's 1 for 1 with a 2-run home run. He walked his first time up. He scored both times. We're in the bottom of inning number 3. Foul back. If the Panners lead by 8 runs or more after 7 innings, the game will be over. But not before then, no matter what the score is. The 1-strike pitch to Kalbrenner. And he blasts this one, but he hooked it foul, but crushed it. My goodness. Pitcher kind of laughs that one off like, wow, got lucky there. Everybody's sharing a chuckle over that one. That ball was destroyed. Now the 2-strike pitch. Way up and away and getting airborne is the catcher Brown to keep that one. Runners at the corners for the Goldpanners, and nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Up high for ball 2. The right-hander, Dominic Hecker, starting off this third inning on the mound for the Northwest Honkers in relief of Alex Combs. That ball's smoked to left center, a base hit. Coming in to score is Freschi. DeRozier will stop at second base. Kalbrenner drives in another Goldpanner run. 11 Goldpanner hits, and we are in the third inning. The Panners just teeing off on Honker's pitching so far this afternoon. The right-hander, Hecker, throws one in the dirt, stopped by the catcher, Brown. The Honkers trailing 11-0 here in the third inning. Fans in the stands probably hoping for a little closer of a matchup. Up and in on Ruiz. 2 balls and no strikes. Hecker working to Eric Ruiz. Goldpanner designated hitter. Noah Brooks will follow. Gold at first and second. 1 run is in. That one's in the dirt again, but this one gets through the legs of the catcher, Brown, and both runners advance. Second and third now. Another wild pitch by a Honkers pitcher. And once again, there's activity in the Honkers bullpen. Three balls and no strikes. Ruiz fouls this one back to the wall, so green lighted on a 3-0. That's the voice of Marvin Flores, the third base coach for the Goldpanners. Over at first base is Brandon Chun-Ming. Coach Flores from El Camino College. Brandon Chun-Ming, Hope International. That one is up and in as Ruiz backs out of the way and will take his base on ball 4. And the bases are full of gold for Noah Brooks. There is still nobody out here in the third inning. And time is called as catcher Brown wants to talk to Dominic Hecker, who is struggling here in the second inning. A double, a walk, a single, another walk, couple wild pitches, and has yet to record an out. And Noah Brooks will be the batter. He's 2 for 2 with a double, a run batted in, and 2 runs scored. Noah Brooks stands in with the bases full. An 11-0 Goldpanner lead here in the third. Brooks fouls this one back off the wall. Brooks with 1 home run this year. 9 runs batted in. Takes a strike, and he's quickly in the hole here, 0-2. Panners as a team started the day batting .295. And that one's thrown to the backstop, and coming in from third to score is DeRozier, and everybody moves up a base, and it's 12-0 Goldpanners. Another wild pitch and another costly one for the Honkers. And the right-hander Dominic Hecker. And it just gets worse for the Honkers. It has not been their day, that's for sure. And there's not a whole lot they can do about it. Second and third now, the 1-2 pitch, and it's hit high into right field. Underneath it is Parks. He will make the catch. The runner will tag from third and score as Kalbrenner slides in safely. RBI sac fly for Noah Brooks. Brings another Goldpanner run in. That brings Troy Morrow to the plate. 13-0. Fairbanks in front of the Northwest Hawkers here in the third. If you're wondering, the most runs scored by a team got a long way to go to get to that mark. Here at the GFI, Team Japan in 1988 scored 34 runs. Ball and a strike here. Dominic Hecker working to Troy Morrow, who's 1 for 1 with a double, a walk, a run batted in, 2 runs scored. The winner of this game will face the Seattle Studs in a 3 p.m. scheduled start, depending how long this game goes. Way up high from Hecker, and it's 2-1. Hear the wind blowing through the trees again. Hasn't been the traditional hot days here in Grand Forks on this trip. Had one of them. This one is hit high into left field, drifting towards the fence is Pruitt, and now he goes back and can't make the catch. And wow, it is a tough day for the Hawkers. Second and third for the Goldpanners. And Michael Ryan will be the batter. (13-0) Fairbanks. Ryan 0 for 2 today. Ryan and Bedford, the only Goldpanners without a hit. But hey, we're only in the third inning. And Ryan takes a strike, the San Marcos product. Michael Ryan. And he's in the hole here, 0-2. Oh, and that one hits him. An 0-2 pitch. It hits him up high on the arm. And the Hawkers just can't get out of their own way right now. And Hecker mad at himself, stomping into the ground. He hit by pitch. There have been 3 wild pitches in the inning, 2 walks, a hit batsman, a couple of doubles and a single. A forgetful inning for Dominic Hecker, and he throws one in the dirt here, but it's kept around home plate. Bases full of gold here in the third. And it's already 13-0 Goldpanners. Ruiz at third, Morrow at second, and Ryan at first base. And Hecker's 1-ball pitch is fouled out of play. J.R. Bedford is on deck. Seattle Studs awaiting their next opponent in the championship game. swing and a miss. Everyone in the stands and around town talking about that potential Goldpanners Studs Championship. And we're getting closer to that coming to fruition. Panners and Studs have not played in this year's tournament yet. They did meet in the semifinals last year. Swing and a miss, and Ruck strikes out. It's the second out of this third inning and brings up J.R. Bedford. Bases loaded for the Goldpanners, who lead at 13-0.
Your shortstop number 33, J.R. Bedford.
And he gets a strike call in the outside corner. 6 runs in the first, 4 in the second, and 3 so far here in the third. This one is grounded through the left side for a base hit. In to score is Ruiz. Mara will come around third to score, and J.R. Bedford drives in a couple more Goldpanner runs, and it is 15-0 Goldpanners. Wow. And time is called. And just not much the Honkers can do right now. It is a tough situation for them, and the Goldpanners are red hot and hitting everything on the button. $15-0 Goldpanners. Hecker trying to finish off this inning somehow, some way. And now facing Dario Freschi, who's 2 for 3 with a double, a couple of runs scored. The 10th batter of the inning, Dario Freschi. This is his 4th at bat, and we're in the 3rd inning. The 0-2 pitch. And called strike 3. And that puts an end to this 3rd inning. Second strikeout for Freschi, and the Panners will have to settle for a 5-run inning. It is 15-0 Goldpanners after 3. Jordan Singleton leads off for the Northwest Honkers as we start inning number 4 here from James Donaldson Park in beautiful Grand Forks, British Columbia. It's been so awesome to be here again, as it is every year, seeing all the friends we've made with our return trips over the years. A really fun place to be. In a beautiful area, get the hikes in every day. The players have been out fishing and hiking and golfing all week long and winning baseball games. The important part. It's 1-1 here on Singleton. We've known Jordan for a few years, too. He's a longtime honker. Designated hitter leading things off against Evan Solis, a 15-0 Goldpanner lead. Singleton takes inside for a ball. Oh, the staff here at the ballpark, a lot of people, kind of like Fairbanks, a lot of people have been here for a long time working on this event and always take good care of us and this tournament. Really fun place to be. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Solly's working to Singleton. A couple of hits for the Honkers so far, no runs, as they trail the Goldpanners 15-0. This one is up the middle, but Bedford fields it behind second and throws on to first to take care of Singleton on a 6-3 ground out. Singleton looks over and says, "How did he get there?" Bedford can cover a lot of ground. And here's Jason Franzel, who popped up to first back in the second inning. Seattle Studs awaiting the winner of this game in this afternoon's championship. Studs and Panners played a 15-inning semifinal game last year before the Panners won it 6-4. It's Yackley pinch hitting and popping one up. That is out number 2. And here's Cam Padron, 1-for-1 at an infield hit his first time up. That was in the second inning. Padron with the green shoes to go with his lime green Honkers jersey. 14th year Northwest Honkers first baseman. Honkers came to Fairbanks a few years back. Didn't fare very well. Crazy how this season is starting to mirror last season. The Panners dropping the Midnight Sun game and then going on a tear right afterwards. There's a chopper to the right side. Padron's not even going to run this one out, as he just takes the bat to the dugout on a 4-3 ground out. 1-2-3 go the Honkers here in the fourth. It is the Goldpanners 15, Honkers nothing. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision, audio-only style from Grand Forks, British Columbia on a cloudy, windy afternoon. It's Championship Sunday here in Grand Forks. Just 3 teams remain, and the Seattle Studs defeated the Seattle Blackfins this morning. They await the winner of this game in this afternoon's championship. It's scheduled for 3 p.m. We'll see how long this goes. 2 balls and no strikes is how this one starts. It's Dominic Hecker coming back out for the 4th inning for the Honkers and facing Caleb DeRozier, who has reached base safely in all 3 plate appearances, a home run, a double, and a walk. He has driven in 2. He has scored 3. Panners all over the Honkers from the get-go. A 6-run first, 4 in the second, 5 in the third, and now a leadoff walk to DeRozier. And I look at pitching coach Eric Bloyd, just head down, scratching his eyes. There's just not much that can be done in a situation like this. You just got to keep playing, keep working. And Hecker misses down and in for a ball. Nobody in the Honkers bullpen. Meanwhile, for the Goldpanners, Lucas Zach has begun to throw in the pen, the left-hander. So that's probably it for Evan Solis. The right-hander throws one in the dirt, and the runner will take off for second base. So DeRozier to second on the wild pitch. DeRozier himself has advanced 3 bases today on wild pitches. Nothing has gone right for the Honkers today. And another wild pitch. This one up and away. Off the glove of the catcher, Brown, and DeRozier to third. Boy, the Honkers are fortunate that the Blue Monster isn't full today, with the boot swinging in the air. But kind of a lazy Sunday crowd here this afternoon until we get to the championship game, then fills up a lot more. And it's ball 4 to Kalbrenner. On base safely for the 4th time in the game in 4 innings. And now the battery mates call timeout, and here comes head coach Martin Lawrence, who has had better days on the diamond. Marty wants to come out and talk to his pitcher, and he's shaking his arm a little bit, and it looks like we are going to have a pitching change here. So that is all for Dominic Hecker, lefty coming in for the Honkers. It's all Goldpanners here, 15-0 in the 4th. New pitcher into the game for the Northwest Honkers, and it's number 5, Trent Paulson. So Trent Paulson, the veteran left-hander for the Honkers, takes over in a 15-0 game. Gold at the corners with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And one of the challenges for head coach Carlos Gonzalez and the Goldpanners is keeping up this edge. In a 15-0 game, and Trent Paulson turning to the stands and yelling out with excitement after a swing and a miss. And this ball is blasted to left center off the bat of Ruiz, and forget about it, Ruiz into the trees beyond the left field fence. A 3-run home run for Eric Ruiz. 18-0 Goldpanners. An absolute smash by the Goldpanner DH. Far over the left center field fence. I mean, he just teed off on that pitch from Paulson. And Hecker, when he left the mound a few minutes ago, tipped his hat to the crowd, smiled, pointed to everyone in the stands. At this point, it's a laugher even for the Honkers. And Trent Paulson now called in to pitch. Well, I talk about keeping up that edge and that urgency, and then Ruiz hits one over the left field fence. But we are only in the 4th inning, and this one's got to go at least 7, and in the dirt for ball 4. $18-0 Goldpanners here in the 4th, and here's Troy Morrow. Morrow has scored 3 times in the game. Couple of doubles and a walk. 1 run batted in. And he blasts this one to right, and we have liftoff over the fence, over the house, beyond the fence. A 2-run jack for Troy Morrow. Wow. The Goldpanners just destroying the baseball today and the Northwest Honkers. It is 20-0. Second home run of the inning for the Goldpanners. The Goldpanners have hit 4 home runs today. Michael Ryan still looking for his first base hit. DeRozier with a home run. Kalbrenner, Ruiz, and now Morrow. There are a few turquoise houses over the right field fence. Morrow cleared them all. Ryan was hit by a pitch his last time up on an 0-2 count. And he skies this one in the infield. Oh, catcher Brown makes a diving catch, calling off the pitcher Paulson. And makes the catch for out number 1. here in the fourth inning. And that brings up Ryan Ruck. Trent Paulson, the left-hander for the Honkers, in a 20-0 game in the fourth inning. And he drives this one high into right field, drifting back is Parks. He is underneath it to make the catch on the warning track. Out number 2. And that brings up J.R. Bedford. Well, Lucas Zach was throwing in the pen. Now it looks like Nathan Preby is getting loose. And there's a drive to left, a base hit for Bedford. Continues to swing a hot bat. He's 2 for 4 today. And it looks like Goldpanners are going to pinch hit here. So that's it for Fresky. And instead, it'll be Jake Sparks. So Jake Sparks bats for Dario Fresky. Fresky ends a 2 for 4 day at the plate with a double and 2 runs. Meanwhile, Nathan Preby gets loose in the Goldpanner bullpen. The left-hander from Fairbanks. And this one is hit high and deep to left center, and going back and making the catch in front of the track is Moser. And the fourth inning finally comes to a close. But not before the Goldpanners score 5 runs, including 2 home runs. It is 20-0 through 4. We start the top of the 5th inning with the Alaska Goldpanners leading the Northwest Honkers by a score of 20-0. It's 20-0 Goldpanners through 4. And Nathan Preby takes the hill, the left-hander for the Goldpanners out of Fairbanks, Alaska. Preby's first appearance here in Grand Forks, a freshman from Central Lakes College in Minnesota. The 5'10", 150-pound left-hander. When's the last time you were 150 pounds? Three balls and no strikes as Preby starts off. The fifth inning here against Josh Parks, then Seamus Brown and Luke Alton. The left-hander Preby deals a strike. It's 3-1. Parks 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The Honkers no runs on 2 base hits. Goldpanner pitching has been dominant here in Grand Forks. The 3-1, and it's popped up right side and it gets out of play. So the count will go full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Preby will deal a payoff pitch here to Parks for the Honkers and gets a swing and a miss. Strikes him out. And that's how Preby starts this appearance here in the 5th inning. Takes care of Parks. That'll bring up Brown, who flew out to right his first time up. And all Panners here today as we start the 5th inning. An 8-run rule after 7. We got ways to go before then. Preby so far, this is his 5th appearance. He has thrown just 6 innings for the Goldpanners. Was a late addition to this travel roster. In those 6 innings, has allowed 3 runs on 5 base hits. He has struck out 5 and walked 1. Panner's pitching staff started the day with an earned run average of 3.0. Preby starts with a strike, 1-1 now on Seamus Brown for the Honkers. 20-0 Goldpanners. That ball is slapped foul, driven into the stands and right. "16 Goldpanner hits today in 4 innings, including 4 home runs. The Honkers catcher batting here with the bases empty, 1 out, and a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And the left-hander's pitch is right there for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Preby. Takes care of Parks, now Brown, and now we'll face Luke Alton in the 9 spot. The Honkers' second baseman. A quiet Honkers dugout, silenced by an offensive barrage by the Goldpanners today. And now Preby trying to go 1-2-3 here in the 5th. Pops this one out of play. Three different Goldpanners have scored 4 times in the game. The record for individual runs scored in a game is 6. Most recently done by Eli Savitt of the Honkers 2 summers ago. And this one is popped up into shallow left, and going back onto the grass is Bedford to make the catch. Nathan Preby goes 1, 2, 3. Here in the 5th, it's 20-0 Goldpanners.
Second baseman number 20,
20-0, the Goldpanners in front of the Northwest Hawkers here in the second semifinal matchup of the day. The Seattle Studs defeating the Seattle Blackfins this morning by a 15-7 final in an 8-inning run rule game. And now Tanner Braun comes in to pitch for the Hawkers. And here's a ground ball to third, and the throw across, and the tag as the throw was off the mark. And that takes care of the leadoff spot, Caleb DeRozier. First time DeRozier has been retired in the game. One down here in the bottom of the 5th. Brings up, pinch hitter here for the Goldpanners, and it's number 22, Joel Fernandez. So Joel Fernandez will bat for Kalbrenner, the Washington State pickup for this tournament. Semi-truck honking. I don't know if he's honking at us or honking at someone else outside the ballpark. Kalbrenner ends a 2-for-2 day with a home run, a single, and 2 walks. Three runs batted in for Kalbrenner, scored 4 times in the game. Fernandez with a 2-ball, 2-strike count against the new pitcher Tanner Braun, the right-hander, number 18. A soft-throwing right-hander who was also a member of the coaching staff with the Hawkers. A swing and a miss, and Fernandez strikes out. And the Honkers love it. They haven't had much to cheer about, so.
Now batting designated hitter number 27, Eric.
And here's Eric Ruiz. Ruiz with a monster 3-run home run his last time up. And that was off of Trent Paulson. And Ruiz had a big swing here and way out in front of the slow pitches from the right-hander Braun. And the one-strike pitch is up and away for ball one. It's just going to be one of these games, right? We're just trying to get through it. Panners trying to keep the edge and the urgency heading into that championship game. And sometimes in these laughers, kind of lose that, and it can be at your disadvantage in the game that follows. Championship game today scheduled for 3 p.m. It is Sunday, June 28th, Championship Day, here at the 42nd annual GFI. Panners will spend the night and then bus to Spokane tomorrow before we make the trip back to Fairbanks. We'll get in after 2 a.m. tomorrow night, Tuesday morning, and get ready for a series with the San Diego Stars beginning July 2nd, 6:30 p.m. at Groud Memorial Park. Going to be great to see our friends and fans back in Fairbanks. The 3-2 pitch misses for ball four. Ruiz draws the walk with 2 outs here in the 5th inning, and that brings up Noah Brooks. Goldpanner catcher ditches the gear. He has scored 3 runs today. Officially 2 for 2 with a double, a sac fly, and a walk. He has driven in 2. A lot of offensive production throughout the lineup today. For the Goldpanners. My old friend Steve Potter made it here yesterday, just deciding yesterday to drive up from Yakima and come hang out. Steve Potter was an assistant coach with the Seattle Studs for many, many years until very recently. Left his hometown of Seattle for Yakima. A little expensive to live in Seattle, right? Got to catch up with him before today's game. And the 0-2 pitch, just staying alive, fouling it off is Brooks. Runner at first with 2 down. $20-0. Goldpanners in front here in the bottom of the 5th. And it's outside for a ball. It's 1-2. Tanner Braun, 4th pitcher of the day. The Honkers' first base coach. Breaking ball, fouled off. Panners have scored in every inning so far, except this 5th inning. Let's see if Brooks changes that here. And it hits him. A 1-2 pitch hits him on the arm. And so the inning continues. Took care of the first 2 batters of the inning. Ground out and a strikeout, but then a walk and a hit batsman. Now put Gold at first and second with 2 down for Troy Morrow. And look out here. Morrow is 3 for 3 with a home run, 2 doubles. One of them was a book rule double that would have been a triple if it didn't hop the fence, and there's a wild pitch that moves the runners up. So if not for that, Morrow would just need a single for the cycle. He hit one about 420 that hopped the short fence in center field for the ground rule double. Three runs batted in today. Could pick up a couple of more with a base hit here. Last year, the semifinal game took 15 innings to decide. It sure would be something if this one went 15 innings. 3-1. Chop to the right side, foul. Meanwhile, the Seattle Studs, who await the winner of this game in this afternoon's championship, are going for title number 7 here in Grand Forks. The 3-2, and it's lifted high into center field. Moser will come in a few steps, look up and make the catch. Panners do not score here in the 5th. Leave a couple on no base hits. And Braun, fired up, throws his glove into the dugout after retiring the Goldpanners here in the 5th. 5 complete, 20-0 Fairbanks. Goldpanners all over the Honkers here in the GFI semifinals. The Seattle Studs awaiting the winner in this afternoon's championship, scheduled for 3 p.m. Depending on how long this one goes. The 8-run rule is in effect, but not until we've completed 7 innings. It's 20-0. That's right, 20-0. Goldpanners in front of the Northwest Honkers. Second inning of work for the young southpaw Nathan Preby, Fairbanks, Alaska native. And the left-hander works at the top of the order here, Bryce Moser. Throws a 1-ball pitch in the dirt. It's a 2-0. Tough day for the Honkers. They came in needing everything to go right with very little left in terms of pitching, and things went immediately wrong. Goldpanners scored 6 in the first inning. A base hit off the first pitch and then a 2-run home run. It was immediately 2-0 Goldpanners, and this one is grounded under the glove of Bedford. So J.R. Bedford sees one go under the glove, and the leadoff man aboard for the Honkers. Brings up Isaiah Pruitt. top of the 6th inning. Honkers trying to get on the board. Pruitt is 0 for 2. Yeah, now this is his first plate appearance against number 1, the left-hander Nathan Priebe. Lucas Zach was getting ready to pitch, but then the Panners scored a bunch of more runs. And here's a liner to second. Caught by DeRozier. Some defensive changes for the Goldpanners last inning when a pinch hit for a few batters. So now Fernandez is at first base. DeRozier went from third to second base, and Jake Sparks came into the game and it took over at third. Outfield remains the same. Priebe gets a swing and a miss from Alex Chamberlain, who is 1 for 2 today with a double. The Honkers with just 2 base hits today. Chamberlain's double and an infield hit by Cam Padron in the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss. The Panners pitchers have allowed just 15 base hits here in Grand Forks through roughly 3.5 games. Everything clicking right now for Fairbanks. And you start to look ahead a little bit to the championship game and just hope it continues. And hope that these last few laugher innings here don't take some of the edge off the Goldpanners. The 2-2 pitch from Priebe. Called strike 3. Pates that outside corner, and Chamberlain down on strikes. Priebe has struck out 3 through an inning at 2/3. And here's Jordan Singleton, the DH, and what will likely be his last plate appearance here in Grand Forks this season. Multi-year honker has caught almost every inning until today for the Honkers. It reaches down and misses at a pitch down low. It is 1-1. Nathan Priebe doing good work here out of the pen for the Goldpanners in his first appearance here in Grand Forks. A late addition because the Goldpanners lost some pitching right before we came down here. Anthony Maldonado unable to make the trip. And also Furno Jr. no longer with the club. So Priebe was added and now paying dividends here in the semifinals. A high pop fly by Singleton is caught in shallow left, and down go the Honks here in the top of the 6th. We've played 5.5. It's Goldpanners 20, Honkers nothing. So we've reached the bottom of inning number 6 here in the GFI semifinal, second semifinal matchup of the day. The Studs advanced after defeating the Seattle Blackfins. And now the Goldpanners up 20-0, and the first pitch from Jordan Singleton is hammered to left, and it's caught in deep left center. And Ryan flies out to center field for out number 1, brings up Ryan Ruck, and then J.R. Bedford. Jordan Singleton, catcher for the Honkers. Today's DH is now pitching. Throwing about 60 miles an hour, give or take. 55? 55 mile an hour pitches coming to Ryan Ruck. Jordan Singleton gets a check swing and a miss, and Ruck smiles in disbelief. 2 balls and a strike here. Panners trying to stay sharp here with the championship game straight ahead against a Seattle Studs team that has gone 4-0 here in the tournament and was expected to be in that championship game. And Ruck draws the base on balls. 1-out walk to Ruck brings up J.R. Bedford, who has 2 base hits in the game, has driven in a pair of runs. And the fastball is popped high and out of play. Little extra on that one from Jordan Singleton. The right-hander's pitch is crushed to left by Bedford, and forget about it. Bedford with his first home run. And J.R. Bedford clears the deck. It's 22-0 Goldpanners. J.R. Bedford goes yard off of Jordan Singleton. The Panners hitting 5 home runs today. The Panners had hit 13 home runs coming into the game. Here's Jake Sparks. Lines one into center. That will drop for a base hit. Sparks, who pinch hit in the 4th inning. Gets his first hit. He's now 1 for 2. Goldpanners with now 18 hits today and 22 runs. Goes without saying, this is the most one-sided win of the season for Fairbanks. But still, work to do as the Seattle Studs looming in the championship game. One out, and no ball, 2 strike pitch to DeRozier, and it's skipped in the dirt. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And DeRozier strikes out against Singleton. It's not easy to go up against this kind of pitching. When you haven't seen it all year. Here's Joel Fernandez, a strikeout victim in the 5th, in a pinch hitting role, now playing first base for the Goldpanners. And replacing Kalbrenner, who went 2 for 2 with 3 runs batted in, including a home run and 4 runs scored. just a monster day for the Goldpanners in every facet. 22 runs on 18 hits. And the pitching has surrendered no runs on a couple hits. Jordan Singleton celebrates the strikeout of Fernandez and tips his hat, waves to the crowd. And the Hawkers are fired up for a minute. 22-0 Goldpanners. Last chance for the Hawks when we come back. Kendall Yackley will lead off for the Honkers here in the 7th inning. If the Honkers do not score, let's see here, 15 runs, then this game is over. The 8-run mercy rule in effect. And Kendall Yackley batting for the second time in the game, and he gives this one a ride to left, but underneath it to make the catch is Ruck. The Honkers with no runs on 2 base hits today. The last hit was an infield single in the 2nd inning. Goldpanner pitchers have allowed 15 hits here in Grand Forks. 15 hits and 2 runs. Nathan Preby trying to go the final 3 innings of this game. And who would get the win? Solis or Preby? Solis went 3 scoreless on 1 hit. A strikeout and no walks. Two and two here on the pinch hitter Lucas Smith. And he swings and misses. Preby strikes out Smith, and the Honkers are down to their last out. Here's the right fielder, Josh Parks. 2 down here in the 7th inning, and the Goldpanners leading 22-0. It is 17 minutes past 2. The championship game is scheduled for 3 p.m. against the Seattle Studs. Preby misses downstairs. 2 2/3 so far for Nathan. No runs, no hits, and 4 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Who would you give the win to? The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Hawks down to their last strike. Josh Parks is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Steps out. And Priebe readies with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Priebe strikes him out. Great outing for Nathan Priebe. And the Goldpanners have defeated the Northwest Honkers and eliminated the Honks from the GFI. The Goldpanners punched their ticket to this afternoon's championship game. We are going to send it away because we have a lot of work to do to get ready for the championship. That is scheduled for 3 p.m. I will update you on Twitter if that changes. And the Goldpanners getting a round of applause, as are the Honkers. They will shake hands at midfield. The Panners finish off the Honkers in the semifinal match 22-0. And the Seattle Studs are next, everybody. Tune in, turn on, and pan out for the GFI title game coming up at 3. We'll be back with a different broadcast feed and the championship game. Garo Von Dane saying, come on back in a few minutes. Goldpanners and Studs for the title.